Guys, Deluded Gooner, it's me again, YouTube's N'Golo Kante. I don't know if this is going to make any sense to you, but guys, you know how much I love young players. One pipe dream I have for Arsenal, I don't think it's possible, is to have a whole 11 or even the whole squad of academy-based players or players that, I say academy-based lightly, because if you look at Coquelin, he was swooped from France, for example, and then we class him as an academy player. Wilshere was scooped from Luton or wherever, he's an academy player. We've got players like Iwobi that were here. So it's whether it be players from other English clubs, smaller English clubs, whether it be from abroad, whether it be on our doorstep. I mean, London Coley, whatever area is near to London Coley. If it's Islington, then I mean, if it's the Emirates, if we're talking about the Emirates, then Islington, Tottenham, all of these things, you want to see young players come through. My dream is to see that. Like, the only time I get to do it is on Football Manager. You saw the buzz. I don't know what I was gonna say. Busby Babes there. I was watching before I started this video. I was watching something about them. But you saw the class of '92 Fergie. The players, of course, it weren't a whole 11, but you saw what he wanted to do. Part of me thinks you can't really do that too tough nowadays, unless the higher powers at your club are going to give you time and understanding, because fans will not understand it. They'll understand the final product when these young players are doing mad, but they will call, and quite rightly, fans do not have to see football deeply and things. It's not their job. So with that in regard, they will call the player crap, this and that. Obviously, with that being said, you're going to give young players a chance. You've got to be able to facilitate failure. There's going to be games where they play like the best 3-6 sliced bread. There's going to be games where they wouldn't even get in non-league sides if they put in a performance like that. That's what you're going to get. So for me to put 11 from a keeper to the striker, it's a bit of a myth. But I really want to see 5, 6, 7 homegrown players. Like, I can't lie. Like I just said, the only time I get to do it is on Football Manager. Like, I love homegrown players. That's probably why, as crap as Coquelin is, I've got a lot of time for him. It's probably why the whole YouTube thing started, because of Wilshere. If Wilshere didn't come through the academy, I don't know if I'll be saying the same thing. We all love academy players. Like, I just love, there's something about it, man. Just developing a player, seeing them develop, seeing them get better, seeing them get confidence and ultimately become a first-team player. I'd love to do that. Think about the money you'd save. I would love to have like an 11 of Arsenal players homegrown doing their thing, or the core. Like you saw with Pep, they had Busquets, they had Busquets, Puyol was there. Obviously different ages, but you get where I'm going. Puyol, Busquets, Pedro, Lionel Messi, technically, Cesc at a point. All of these players, young and old. Iniesta, he was swooped from. These are not even from Catalonia. He was swooped from somewhere and brought here. You see what I'm saying? Like I said, different age groups, different time periods. But you get where I'm going. I'd love to see that, because they know what the club feels is. They know what the club is. Like, I can't put into words how much I'd love to see that, guys. At Arsenal, could I see it happen? Because I look at the under-23s and the under-18s. There's some talented players there between them. There's some talented players, but if you remember, have I even got it up? Where is it? I had it earlier. Oh, there it is. Like, even if we look at, I told guys, I've really been out here on this scouting thing and watching players. I don't talk. These other guys talk and act like they know. 2009, I was in year 9. I'm 22. I was in year 9. Me and my friend, I'm not going to say his name, left school early. Only time I bunked school in my life. Jumped that fence to make this game, you know. To make this. So, yeah. And the Man City one before that. So, like I said, but before I allude to it, you see a young Jack Wilshere there, right? Look at their names. Look at their names. I'm going to read you the Arsenal names so you can see where I say it's a pipe dream. At a time, all of these players were rated as decent prospects, and this is undoubtedly the last time we won the FA Youth Cup, our strongest side collectively. And I myself thought a couple will get chances, a couple could even make it here. For whatever reason, they didn't. But let's look at it. James Shea was decently rated. Charlie Mann, the keeper. Both of them were keepers, highly rated. Luke Ayling, he's gone on to have a decent career in the Championship. I don't want to say he's highly rated. That's gassing it up. Kyle Bartley, he was overrated. He was rated highly. He's at Swansea now. He was called next Rio. All of these ones there. Yeah. Anton Blackwood, I won't get onto him. Thomas Cruz was fairly rated. Craig Eastman, Cedric Ivina, he was rated. Danny Boateng was rated okay. Coquelin, you're now seeing it. J. Emmanuel Thomas didn't have the best attitude allegedly in regards to training, but he had the physicality, he had the skills. You seen that goal bare years ago against Everton, the Rabona, when he was embarrassing players. He used to do that for fun. He was highly rated. Frimpong, highly rated, decently rated. Wanted to be a rapper instead of focusing on the football team. That's why he's where he is. No offence to him, but they're the facts. Henry Lansbury, thought he could have made it here, have chances. Allegedly wasn't the best professional when it came to training. I can't verify that, so who knows. The same goes for him. Sanchez was fairly rated. him, Benicophobia was definitely rated. Rory Deacon, Luke Freeman that we bought from Gillingham, Reece Murphy, Giles Senu, Ozia Cop was part of this side and he's not there. Connor Henderson was part of this FA Youth Cup side and they weren't there. So out of all them names I've listed from the Arsenal, I'm not going to do the Liverpool players. I don't think one of them players is at Liverpool still. Out of all them Arsenal players, 2 have made it. Jack Wilshere and Francis Coquelin. And if you want to be real technical, is Jack Wilshere, like, I believe he is, but just to play devil's advocate, does he get in Arsenal's best starting lineup? Is he vital to Arsenal? You get it. You get where I'm going. So it's a pipe dream for me, guys. But I'd love to see it, man. I'd love to see it. Love to see it. Hopefully with Dragomir, Reece Nelson, Trey Cole, just a couple little plugs, couple name drops. John Jules, I'd like to see how he develops. Couple of these players, who knows, innit? Who knows? And this is the big reason why I say document. Our job is just to document, not to predict. Because if you was to predict half of these players, you would have thought half of them would go on to play for Arsenal's first team or establish themselves, and they didn't. You just have to document. You document. Coquelin and Wilshere are now here. Do you get it? And I would like to see that same logic applied to England youth teams and things like that. But that's for another vid. Guys, Deluded, I'm signing out. Thank you very much for watching, of course. I'm out. Like I said, I've really been out here. These other YouTubers are frauds.